Avocado, avocado, and avocado once again. What's up, 23% Nation? This is your man, Coach D. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm back with fruit of the day, the one and only avocado. So maybe you love them, maybe you hate them. Maybe you've had it in the form of guacamole. Maybe you've had it in the form of avocado toast. Whatever the case may be, please listen on. Why? Because we're about to dive just a little deeper into the wonderful world of the avocado. All right, guys, first up, a little bit of background information. Avocados are a nutritious fruit that originated in Mexico, but are now cultivated around the globe. The avocado tree is a member of the laurel family and can grow between 30 to 40 feet tall. It has greenish yellow flowers and produces a single-seeded berry known as the avocado. The Hass avocado is the most popular variety, but there are several other less common kinds available as well, including bacon. Yes, there is a variety known as bacon. Interesting. Lula, Pinkerton, Fuerte, and Gwyn avocados. Now, guys, take a look at the picture. I'm including images of the different types. So as you can see, some of them have different shapes and perhaps different textures when, of course, eaten. So there you have it, guys. Just a little bit of background information about the one and only avocado. All right, now it's time to dive into a few fun facts. To promote a healthy, shining complexion, simply rub the inside of an avocado peel on your skin and use avocado oil as your primary moisturizer. Right? Also, mash or whip it until completely smooth for a baby's first food instead of processed food in a Gerber jar. Now, this is really interesting. So what they're basically telling us is that avocados have a variety of uses. Not only can they be eaten as food, but they can be rubbed on our skin as a form of a moisturizer, and they can serve as baby food. That's right, guys. So let's get closer to nature for the little ones and put it in their bodies instead of the processed foods. So there you have it, guys. A few fun facts about avocados. Okay, now it's time for the not so fun facts about avocados. There are some people who may need to limit their consumption of avocados. For example, those with kidney problems are often advised to follow a low-potassium diet. That's because eating high amounts can cause potassium levels to rise in the body when the kidneys aren't working properly. Because of the high amount of avocado potassium packed into each serving, it may be best to keep intake to a minimum or opt for other foods low in potassium instead. So there you have it, guys, the not so fun facts about avocados. All right, now it's time to dive into the 520 rule. Ladies and gentlemen, the 520 rule is all about food labels. Yes, food labels. Ultimately, the 520 rule is a guide. It's a guide that lets you know whether or not a food item is a good source or not a good source of any particular nutrient. Ultimately, the 520 rule, it's all about percent daily value, abbreviated percent DV. Now, let's take a look at our diagram here. Notice that the diagram has some portions highlighted in lavender, or we can use the word purple. Some are highlighted in yellow, and others are highlighted in the light blue. Now, let's focus on percent daily value highlighted in lavender. As you can see, percent daily value is always represented as a percentage. Now, there are some nutrients that are highlighted in yellow, such as total fat, saturated fat, trans fat, cholesterol, and sodium. These are the types of nutrients that you definitely want to be on the lower end of the scale. Why? Because these nutrients do a really good job at promoting disease. Lastly, we have the nutrients that are highlighted in blue, such as dietary fiber, vitamins, and minerals. These are the minerals, or shall I say nutrients, that you want to make sure are at the higher end of the scale. Why? Because these nutrients do a really good job at promoting health and well-being within the body. Now, let's be a little more specific. When we talk about the 520 rule, once again, we're talking about the percent DV. So, if a food item offers anywhere from 0% to 9%, then technically it is not a good source of that particular nutrient. If it offers 10% to 19%, then it is considered a good source of that particular nutrient. And lastly, if the food item offers 20% DV or higher, then it is considered an excellent source of that particular nutrient. So there you have it, guys, the ins and outs of the 520 rule. All right, now that we understand the 520 rule, let's now talk about the nutrition facts. So for our serving, a single serving, we're just simply going to say that is one raw California avocado without the skin and the seed, approximately 136 grams. So in this serving, here's what we're going to put into the body. 227 calories, 11.8 grams of carbs, 2.7 grams of protein, 21 grams of fat, 9.2 grams of fiber. Amazing. Now, vitamin K comes in at 36% DV, so because it is above 20%, it is an excellent source of vitamin K. Then we have folate coming in at 30% DV, so it's an excellent source of folate. Then we have vitamin C coming in at 20%, excellent source. Vitamin B6, 20% DV, excellent source. Pantothenic acid, which by the way is one of our 8 B vitamins, coming in at 20% DV, excellent source. Then we have potassium coming in at 20% DV, so it is an excellent source of potassium. Then we have vitamin E coming in at 13% DV, good source. Niacin, 13%, good source. Copper, 12%, good source. Riboflavin, 11%, good source. Magnesium, 10%, good source. Manganese, 10%, good source. Thiamine, 7% DV, not a good source. Why? Because it's less than 10%. Phosphorus, 7% DV, not a good source because it's less than 10%. Zinc, 6% DV, not a good source. Iron, 5% DV, not a good source. And lastly, vitamin A, coming in at only 4% DV. So because it's between 0% and 9%, then it is not a good source of vitamin A. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, the nutrition facts of avocados. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to dive into the health benefits. But before we do, we got to talk about the principle of cause and effect, which basically states that every cause has its effect and every effect has its cause. There is no such thing as chance and or luck. In other words, everything happens for a reason. So here's what we have to understand is that when we eat an avocado, we put nutrients inside of our bodies, which then elicit benefits. So if we focus on the principle of cause and effect, we now understand that the nutrients are the causes and the health benefits are the effects. So there you have it, guys. Now let's dive into the health benefits. Number 1, it improves heart health. Number 2, reduces risk of the metabolic syndrome, supports eye, skin, and hair health. It also fights cancer cell growth, promotes weight loss, enhances digestive health, protects against insulin resistance and diabetes. It boosts your mood, and it decreases arthritis symptoms. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the health benefits of avocados. All right, now it's time to go to our website for everything vegan. Say hello to forksoverknives.com. And by the way, please check out the movie. It's amazing. Guys, I went to the website, did just a little bit of research on avocados, and look at what I found. 2 amazing vegan avocado recipes that I would like to share with you right now. So the first recipe is entitled Summer's Best Avocado Toast, and the second recipe is Chickpea Avocado Salad. Take a look at the pictures. Looks amazing, doesn't it? So if you are in any way interested, all you have to do is click on the description box. Why? Because I'm providing you with a direct link to both of these recipes. So check out the link, make it, taste it, come back to the video and let Coach D know and the rest of the 23% nation exactly how they taste. So there you have it, guys. Two amazing avocado vegan dishes from forksoverknives.com. All right. Now, 23% nation, I hear you. A lot of you say, Coach D, I really appreciate the health benefits. I really enjoy the fun facts, even the not so fun facts. But what I really want to know is, when should I eat more avocados? Well, guys, the perfect day, and I do mean the perfect day to eat more avocados is Nature Day. That's right, Nature Day. Now, Nature Day happens to be the first day of the 23% challenge. Now, perhaps you know nothing about the challenge. Well, in a nutshell, the 23% challenge is a monthly 7-day wellness program that is designed to help improve your health, your wealth, your relationships, and it also helps to save planet Earth. That's right, guys, in only 7 days. Now, here's the thing about the challenge, is that it is the first 7 days of every single month, the 1st through the 7th. Now, Nature Day happens to be the first day of the challenge, which means Nature Day is the first day of every single month. So whether it's February 1st, April 1st, or even August 1st, it's always Nature Day. Now, perhaps you are the type of person who is interested in participating in Nature Day, or maybe you're considering eating more plants, or maybe you want to transition to a more whole food plant-based diet. So now that means you're probably interested in learning more about Nature Day. Well, guys, Nature Day is all about getting closer to nature, right? Now, yes, there are lots of things that you can do to get closer to nature. You can go swim in the ocean, you can go take a nature walk, or how about we get closer to nature by simply putting it inside of our bodies? That's right, guys, it's time to eat more plants. Now, I want to offer you 3 ways in which you can make this transition very easy. The first way is to become a 3% vegan. Now, what does that mean? It means that you only eat plant foods and drink only water only 1 day out of an entire month. The second avenue is to try a 13% vegan, which basically translates to only 4 days out of an entire month to eat only plant foods and drink only water in only 1 month. All right. And then the last option is a 23% vegan, which means you only eat plant foods and drink only water 7 days out of an entire month. Now, technically, Coach D considers himself to be a 23% vegan. So what exactly does that mean? Well, here's what it means. It means that I only eat from the 5 food groups of plant foods. That's right, guys. That means all fruits, all vegetables and herbs, all legumes, meaning beans and peas, all nuts and seeds, and all whole grains. That's right, no plant food is restricted. And of course, the only beverage that I drink is water. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you're interested in Nature Day, if you're looking to transition to a more whole food plant-based diet, or maybe you just want to start eating more plants, try a 3% vegan, 13% vegan, or a 23% vegan. All right. Now, because you're interested, I want to offer you just a little bit of advice. So here are Coach D's tips to help make your Nature Day successful. Number 1, go to your local grocery store. Now, when you go to the grocery store, here's what you're going to do. Number 1, you're going to hang out in the produce section. Why? Well, that's where they have all of the fresh plant foods. Number 2, go to the grocer's freezer aisle. That's right, because there you have the frozen plant food options. Very nice. Tip number 2 is to go visit a farmer's market. Now, there are some advantages to shopping at a farmer's market versus a grocery store. For instance, the food has to be transported a very short distance. So that means less transportation time, less gas. So that savings is then passed on to the end consumer, meaning you and me. Also, because the food is organic, that means that it's been exposed to fewer pesticides, herbicides, and any other chemicals that are commonly used to preserve fresh produce. Tip number 3, go to the prepared dishes section of your grocery store. Now, perhaps you are there to purchase all your plant foods. Just walk on over to the prepared dishes section. Ask the person behind the counter if they offer any vegan or vegetarian options. Taste them, and if you like it, simply purchase the food by the pound or maybe even 2 pounds. And my 4th tip is to go visit a vegan restaurant. Now, perhaps you thought vegan restaurants didn't even exist. Well, guys, I'm here to let you know that they do. However, if you don't know where they're located, just do a quick Google search. Type in vegan restaurants near me, and within less than half of a second, Google will give you your desired results. Now, if you decide to visit a vegan restaurant, do 2 things when you go. Number 1, let them know that Coach D sent you, and number 2, be sure to order something with avocados in it. Also, vegan restaurants are amazing. Why? Because they employ vegan chefs who know how to combine plant foods that give you the most nutrition per dollar, and they know how to combine different plant foods to give you the best taste. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 4 tips to help you have a successful Nature Day. All right, it's time for our question of the day, which comes from yours truly and the rest of the 23% nation. We want to know, is an avocado a fruit or a vegetable? Whether you think it's a fruit or vegetable, please write your answer in the comment box below. Guys, I want to thank you for watching. I definitely want to thank you for listening. As always, let's eat well, feel well, think well, do well, be well. This is your man, Coach D. I'm signing out, but before I do, I gotta ask you to please subscribe, like, and share the video, especially if you love avocados. Also, don't forget to use our 3-word mantra. It's hashtag eat more plants. As stated earlier, my name is Coach D. I'm signing out, but always remember to take care, God bless, and never ever forget that Coach D loves you.